What role does India play in the Russia-Ukraine conflict? This question has been on the minds of many as the world watches the unfolding situation in Eastern Europe. The answer begins with a series of phone calls made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In a world where communication is key, these phone calls represent a diplomatic dance of sorts. The Indian leader dialed up two significant figures on the global stage: Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The conversations that ensued were not just routine pleasantries but a clear demonstration of India's stance on the conflict. Modi, known for his adept diplomatic skills, advocated for dialogue and diplomacy. His message was clear: the resolution to the Russia-Ukraine conflict lies not in escalating tensions but in peaceful dialogue. He expressed India's support for efforts aimed at achieving a peaceful resolution to the crisis. But this isn't a sudden pivot for India. The country has been consistently pushing for a diplomatic resolution since February 2022. This stance is a testament to India's commitment to peace and its belief in the power of diplomacy. It's a delicate balance to maintain, especially when dealing with two countries that are significant to India in different ways. The phone calls with Putin and Zelensky were not just about the current conflict. They also touched upon strengthening partnerships with both Russia and Ukraine. From defense to trade and education, the discussions encompassed a wide range of topics, underlining India's multifaceted relationships with both nations. The phone calls marked the start of a series of events that highlighted India's involvement in the conflict. As the situation continues to evolve, the world will be closely watching India's diplomatic maneuvers. After all, in the grand chessboard of international politics, every move counts. Soon after the phone calls came the invitations. President Zelensky of Ukraine extended an invitation to India for a peace summit in Switzerland. This is a significant gesture, and it speaks to the crucial role that India could play in mediating the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Zelensky's invitation is not just about resolving the conflict, but it also highlights his interest in enhancing trade and educational ties with India. The peace summit carries a great deal of weight, and India's presence there would send a strong message about its commitment to diplomacy and peaceful dialogue. Meanwhile, Russia is also vying for India's attention. President Putin's re-election is expected to bolster Russia's influence on the global stage. As a key defense supplier to India, Russia's strengthened position could have implications for the dynamics of the relationship between these two nations. It's important to remember that India has consistently advocated for a diplomatic resolution to the Russia-Ukraine conflict since as early as February 2022. In the midst of these diplomatic maneuvers, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba is planning a visit to India, his goal, to seek India's support for the peace summit. This planned visit underscores the importance Ukraine places on India's potential role in the conflict resolution. These invitations from Ukraine and Russia come at a time when India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi is seeking a third term in the upcoming general elections. The world is watching closely, as the outcome could have far-reaching effects on India's international relations and its position on the global stage. With these invitations, India's role in the conflict became even more significant. The invitations signal a recognition of India's influence and the potential role it could play in facilitating dialogue and bringing about a peaceful resolution to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It's a reminder that in the complex world of international politics, all eyes are on India. What do these events mean for India and the world? Let's dive into the potential implications of these recent developments. On one hand, we have India, a country that has historically maintained a non-aligned policy in international conflicts. The recent calls and invitations from both Russia and Ukraine suggest that India's position is being recognized as significant in the global arena. This could potentially strengthen the partnerships between India, Russia, and Ukraine, and could be a stepping stone for India to play a more dominant role in international diplomacy. But on the other hand, there's the impact on the upcoming general elections in India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is seeking a third term, and his handling of this delicate situation could be a key factor in the minds of voters. The balance he strikes between supporting a peaceful resolution in the Russia-Ukraine conflict while also preserving India's strategic interests could potentially influence the outcome of the elections. The invitations also open up the potential enhancement of trade and educational ties between India and Ukraine. With Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressing interest in strengthening these areas, we could see more Ukrainian goods in Indian markets and more Indian students in Ukrainian universities. This could not only bolster the economies of both countries, but also foster cultural exchange and understanding. Yet there's another factor to consider. Russia is a key defense supplier to India. Putin's potential re-election could bolster Russia's influence, and this could have implications for the defense ties between India and Russia. In sum, these events present a complex web of possibilities for India. The country's responses could shape not only its own future, but also the dynamics of global politics. As the world watches, India's actions could have far-reaching implications. Thank you for watching our analysis on Modi's diplomatic dance. As India navigates these uncharted waters, its steps are akin to a delicate diplomatic dance. The country has to maintain a balanced approach, ensuring it doesn't compromise its relationships with either Russia or Ukraine. This could involve leveraging the existing trade and defense ties with Russia, while also exploring potential opportunities with Ukraine. It's a dance that requires finesse, strategy, and a deep understanding of the global political landscape. If you found this video informative, please subscribe to our channel for more insights. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe. Goodbye and take care.